We are here today because you are considering or just about to sign a consent form for a total laparoscopic hysterectomy. It is very important that this process is an informed process. It is very important that you know exactly the procedure you're about to undergo and exactly the risks of that procedure. No operation in hospital is without risk, and it is important you weigh up those risks and determine that this is the right operation for you, and indeed you have considered all the other alternatives.
Before I had my hysterectomy, I was tired all the time. I was heavy menstrual bleeding all the time. So life was just hard. Once I had the hysterectomy, I found that I got a lot more energy back, so I could do a lot more things with my family.
When I was told that I did need to have a hysterectomy, there was that small part inside me that was cheering.
I signed very quickly because I was excited to hear the news.
I was given a consent form that I signed. I looked at it, there's not much that I remember. You have that, someone's watching you and you feel like you need to rush through looking at this documentation because you're taking up their time.
Understand that it is like a legal document. You wouldn't go and sign a house contract without reading it. You certainly shouldn't be signing a consent for surgery without fully understanding what you are committing to.
When you have your consent for surgery, please understand that it is serious. What your doctor is telling you for your recovery, and not us as women think that we can carry on. It's okay, we've got to keep going.
All surgery has risks, irrespective of how big or how small the surgery is.
Some of the risks may include perforated bowel, perforated bladder, death, stroke and heart attack. I had both my children by caesarean section, and I wasn't aware until it was explained to me that the more caesarean sections you have, the higher the risk of complications there can be. It doesn't mean that there will be, but you need to understand that it is a risk. They're all listed on your consent form, so make sure you read through, understand, and if you don't understand, just ask the question. You can get back into your doctor with a phone call to readdress any questions that you may have.
In addition, we will give you paperwork to take home that explains the procedure and a copy of your consent form. All in all, the surgery is done by very experienced surgeons. The risks are minimal, but they do exist.
I understand that this process can be very overwhelming and that ignorance is sometimes bliss.
And you have to be aware that these risks exist in order to sign a form that is informed consent.
This is life-changing for the better, but definitely need to have full understanding of your consent form.
And I wish you all the best for the future.